Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Hey, it's Steve, C. Rachel out of Las Vegas, Lanacia. We've got Candace Davis coming on board as well. Got a lot of people popping on right now. So again, welcome, guys. It's Sunday. Getting ready for another great training. This is going to be a very interesting training, guys. I know Candace had the opportunity to go to Atlanta, GA, this past weekend for a very special event hosted by one of our upline leadership, Stormy Wellington. And so far, I've heard a lot of great things about that event, and looking forward to get an opportunity to meet her in Houston next month, which is the big event popping off next month, Valentine's Day weekend in Houston, Texas, which is going to be amazing. I already know it's going to be crazy. So definitely make sure go into your back office. You should see some more information. So in terms of getting your tickets for that, it's going to be something definitely that you definitely want to make sure that you get to, guys. Meetings make money. I will say that, guys. Meetings make money. So you definitely want to make sure that getting to the events really will just really set your business up. So again, I know Candace is going to be coming on, and she's going to be sharing some really good information, some some very interesting notes, and about what was released at the what they talked about at the event in Atlanta this past weekend. And I told her, I said, hey, you know what? We really need to talk about this on the training. I think it's going to really help everybody with their business so they can become more successful. You know, I guess it's been about, I know for us it's been, what, Lanacia, what, a month and a half or so since we've been building? Something like that, maybe.
Yeah,
Um,
I said about a month and a half, and we really haven't really just went all out like we normally do. We've been trying to just help get everybody set up
we've
and
been
just
building
learning
systems.
about the product. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we've been building systems at the same time, so it's been a lot of work. And but you know, we're really trying to get things set up for the new year. And matter of fact, we got some special things coming down the pipe in relations to the marketing system, the Outlaws 5 and 5 system. So stay tuned for that over the next week. You're going to see some pretty, I'm not going to say small, some pretty big changes to that system. So just stay tuned, because we're going to blow you away with it. But other than that, here she is. Candace just came on, and we had a very interesting conversation, to say the least, about an hour ago, and really good stuff. It's really good to hear things from leadership. You know, guys, we got some really strong leaders in our organization that are above us, that are really putting things in place to really help us to be successful. And the one thing that I am, and Lanacia and even Candace, and we're very humble, and we listen to our leadership, and and that's one thing I've always been, is a very good listener, and that's how you can definitely become a very good follower. So we were talking with Candace, and I'm gonna let her explain it, and I said, you know what? I had a couple things we wanted to talk about, and we can still do some of that, but you know what? They need to hear some of that you're telling me, and I think it'll really help everybody become successful. So real quick, Candace, I'm gonna turn it over to you, and we can just kind of play it by ear. But I think a lot of the information that you shared with me and Lanacia about what was shared with you this weekend, I think can relate to everybody's business. So what were some of the things that, I'll let you set it up. So what are some of the things that you learned this weekend in Atlanta?
Oh man, Steve, like we talked, hey guys, super excited to be back. The event in Atlanta that Stormy Wellington had, called Reinvent Yourself 2015, we are all, seriously, if we follow this, we are all about to reinvent ourselves, our organizations, our bank accounts, our followings, our brand. We're about to reinvent everything. And it was absolutely amazing because this event ended up going from, I got there about 9 a.m. and we were leaving there at 7 p.m. And I know the event ticket said 10 to 1, but Stormy really put in a lot of time with the team, just showing us stuff. And one of the big things she had, she put on a tea party because we had guests there, plus we had IBOs there. And just to run you guys through it, tonight we're going to more so talk instead of screen share. Am I right in saying that, Steve?
Yeah.
So, you know, one of the things she did was she had it set up very nice. She had if you walked in, you saw a table with all of our products on it, or whatever you have in inventory, all of our products set up. She had a jug like this. That's why you see mine up. I don't know if you guys can see the clear jug there, but she had tea in the jug. Every party guest, so every tea party guest, not the IBOs there that day, but because we've tried it, she made sure they got a sample when they came in the door so they knew what they were tasting. And that was huge. But throughout the whole thing, she kind of went over a lot of the products. And guys, of course, we're hitting on our flagship product. We're hitting that consistently. And one thing she shared with us is share the testimonies. Yes, you're in business. You may not have gotten your product yet, but that still should not stop you from building your business by sharing other people's testimonies. You don't have to wait to have your own. And I said this on a webinar before. Steve has said it. We've shared other people's testimonies. The first day I got in, I shared somebody else's testimony and got leads. That's what our group is for. And you'll notice in some of the groups, a lot of people share the testimonies of their IBOs. And Stormy said it, and sticking to it, share the testimonies. That was the main thing. But with the tea party, she went through all the products, guys. We always focus on our flagship product, the ISO tea. But one thing that she did that struck me, and I was telling my in-laws about this as well. When we come in, she was asking everybody, she said, you know, who in here has real pain? I'm talking real pain, like your joint hurts, your wrist hurts, your elbow hurts, what is it? And, you know, about 8 people raised their hand and was like, I have pain, I have pain. She said, you know what, hold that thought, I'm going to come back to you. Well, what she did, guys, was she went and got emu oil. And she asked, let's just say Steve, she said, hey, Steve, where's your pain? Steve said, oh, you know, I got a little bit of pain in my wrist right here. So she gave Steve a squirt of the emu oil, told him to rub it in, and said, don't say nothing, I'm going to come right back to you. She went down the whole sequence of 8 people. When she was done passing out the little squirts of emu oil, she come back and she asked everybody, you know, how's your pain? Not one of them had pain. Somebody had tendonitis in their elbow, had no pain. Somebody had carpal tunnel, no pain. Somebody had a bunion on their foot, no pain. So guys, her main thing was learn your product, not just the tea. Learn everything that we have. And it was crazy because she touched on the emu oil. She touched on, you know, our chaga. So guys, I want to encourage you. Learn your product. There's a lot of information. You can go straight to TLC's website, click on products, and it gives you a breakdown of all the products. And for those of you guys who are hosting tea parties, it's always funny. You know, everybody's like, well, what do they do? What do they do? That same presentation that you've seen, the one that has the little logo at the top that says Team TLC, that's the same presentation she rolled with, guys, and went through it slide by slide. Went through it slide by slide, but she was thorough with the products, the compensation plan, everything. And I'm still trying to stick with the tea party. I'm getting so excited because everything's running through my head, and I didn't get to write the training steps down or what we were doing because I just got off my flight a couple hours ago and I was excited and called Steve. But anyways, you know, with the tea parties, guys, she had a close on this tea party that was absolutely flawless. After she went through all the products, then she started breaking down the compensation plan while they were still there, explaining to them the compensation plan. And guys, for those of you who are on the webinar who are looking to start doing tea parties, that's exactly where it is. If you want to hit director in this week, you know, or next week, you're going to want to have a tea party and try to get it, like she said, try to get a tea party booked every night or every other night. Because those volume points from all these different tea parties are going to help you hit director quickly, very fast. Because her example was, let's just say I have a tea party tonight, and that tea party sold $1,000 or got some IBOs to sign up, and I made, let's just say, I don't know, if it had $1,000 in retail, 99% of the time I had 500 points. That's already 500 points out of one tea party toward my director rank. Remember, we only need 1,000 in each leg. But let's just say this same day that I had a tea party and made 500 points on the tea party, I had 2 people join me in business. Let's just say they both came in at a $200 pack. That was an extra 100 points in my leg. for the binary. Now I'm at 700 points that fast. So your tea parties are bringing in a lot of points, guys. So start getting your tea parties booked. And when you're going through the tea party and explaining the compensation plan on that slide, one thing that she did that was huge, a lot of people have a hard time understanding the binary. But what she did was, I'm going to show you guys real quick. She would stand one person up, and she would say, okay, Steve, this is Steve. You're in the binary. Steve just brought you into the organization. She would line the next person up. She called him up, and she said, okay, this is Steve's first person and Steve's second person. So she would have them line up just like a binary would structure. And she went through a couple people and had them get in line. Okay, this one's in line, that one's in line. Then she came to Lenacia, and Lenacia was one of the ones who said, you know, I'm going to wait for it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I want to talk to my husband about it. Stormy said, that's okay. She just kept building that binary in front of you, standing people up. Then Lenacia calls her back a couple days later and says, you know what? I want to sign up from that tea party. She says, well, Lenacia, when I asked you at the tea party, you were number 5. Since you came in, we brought in 35 people. So now you're number 40. So the key thing was visually showing them why they want to get in now as that tea party structuring. Because like she said, you either want to get in at the front of the bus or you're going to get in at the back of the bus. And that was huge, guys. So visually let people see the importance of getting in at that tea party. Another thing that she did, guys, was huge. Very, very huge. She didn't give them the paper application because, you know, when people have tea parties, they're like, yeah, we'll sign up as soon as I go home. She said, that be back later bus will never be back. So what you want to do is you want to give them, in the back office, you can print out paper applications. While they're there, you go through the whole presentation. When you go through the whole presentation, she kicks right into a mini training. And on that mini training, and the reason why she does it is she says it's because people always say that they have questions while they're sitting there thinking about it. Can I do this? Will it work? And will I get help? So she shares some testimony. So that answers, will this work? Does this work? Can I do this? She just shows them different little training techniques like, yeah, you can do this. It's simple and easy as this. And I'll explain to you guys the actual steps that she uses here in a minute. But then what she does is after she goes through that, guys, she goes to each person, all the guests, and she says, now I'm going to get ready and hand out these applications. Remember how I showed you how this binary structures? So the faster you get this filled out, the better off you are. And she goes up to them and she says, hey, you either want this paper, you want to sign up today, or you don't. If you don't waste my trees. And she tells them point blank, don't waste my trees. So you know right then and there. You got 8 people at your tea party. 7 of them take the paper. That 8th person's thinking about it. You know what? They're going to take the paper and they're going to sign up too because they're not going to be the one left out. So you're getting their information right then and there. And for those of you guys who keep products, Stormy said the key thing is have some product on store. So then what happens is you tell people, those who are joining tonight at this tea party, you're going to leave with your product tonight. You're not going to wait for it to come in the mail. You're going to leave tonight. And the way she does that is when they sign up, she does their paper application. They're signing up for the $100 package. She gives them their 10 packs of tea. So when she goes in and processes this paper application, all she's doing is changing that shipping address from that corporate order for that first order there to come to her house now because she had already given them their tea. So if you choose to do that, that's fine. If it's a little complicating and confusing, don't worry about it. The main thing is you want to give them the paper application after you've went through the presentation and a little bit of the training. Because then they're all sitting there and they see everybody else with their papers filling it out, hurrying up after they saw that binary structure. They're hurrying up seeing who can have a race to fill this application out the fastest. And then here's what happens, guys, and this was huge for me, and I know this is going to be awesome for you guys too. When that person signs up, she immediately, and us as distributors wanting to build an organization, as leaders, we want to make sure that our people get into profit as soon as possible, ASAP. First night, we want to get them in profit. Because here's what happens. That does this work? Changes into, yes, it does. So kind of like Bob the Builder. Can we build this? Yes, we can. And here's how she does it. She has each one who signs up use their phone while they're at the tea party. Calls them up. Let's just say I'm calling my friend LaDerek. And I say, hey, LaDerek, I got a quick question for you. LaDerek's like, what's up? I want to know, do you know anybody who wants to lose 5 pounds in 5 days? LaDerek says, well, yeah, I do, and I'm sure my wife does too. Okay, great. Listen, I'm really excited because I'm at this IASO party with Steve and Rachel. He's having it. And I watched this 100% all organic product, and I'm telling you what, it's absolutely amazing. This one girl lost 21 pounds in 17 days. Another girl lost 22 pounds in X amount of days. Just share some of the testimonies that you shared with your party goers. So your new business partner is on the phone to their friend saying this. And he says, you know what? I just got in business 5 minutes ago. LaDerek, I literally got in business 5 minutes ago. I signed up with 10 packs of tea. I only got 3 left. I just wanted to know, man, do you want one of those packs or not? Well, yeah. LaDerek's like, hold on. She just signed up 5 minutes ago with 10 packs of tea and she only got 3 left. Well, what's up with this product? Yeah, I want this product. Okay, yeah, I want. Do you want 1 or do you want 2? What do you want? LaDerek says, well, just give me 2. Okay, I'm going to hurry up and send you a PayPal invoice real quick. Go ahead and pay it so I can make sure I reserve these for you. Okay, you hurry up and email LaDerek a PayPal invoice. Those 2 packs of tea are sold. You got 8 packs to go. Next call. Same thing. I got 8 packs of tea left. I just got in the business 7 minutes ago. I already sold 2, 3, whatever it is. Wanted to know if you wanted some. Go all the way down the line until they sell all of their tea right there. So now they're instantly in profit. They invested, let's just say $100. They sold each pack of tea for $15, creating urgency. Those people want it now. You just joined the business and your product's flying off the shelf already. You showed them to create urgency. So that $100 kit of 10 packs of tea now turned into $150 because you sold them for $15 a pack. So now you go to LaDerek and you say, hey, LaDerek, I know you wanted to sign up on the $100 package. All 10 packs of your tea are sold, and you got $150 right now. I'm going to probably suggest a lot more of your friends are going to want to get this when you get home. So I think you need to upgrade to the $200 or the $300 package because, I mean, now you have $150. You only had 100. Now you have $150. $50 more, we can upgrade you to the $200 package, and you got 10 more packs of tea. Because you just saw how fast these 10 flew. You get home, those 10 are going to go too. So what do you want to do? It's a no-brainer to LaDerek. He witnessed for his own eyes. 10 minutes in business, he sold out. Guys, we know how fast our product sells. We know it does. And that's the key thing. You have to, like she said, that is the biggest thing to jumpstart your team is to get them in profit that day. That day. While they're signing up, they got their tea. And if you don't have the tea, take the pre-orders. You know, hey, I started with 10 packs of tea, and I'm pre-ordering it, so as soon as it comes in, I sold 3 packs in 5 minutes. So I got 7 packs left. I just want to know, Steve, do you want one of them, or do you want 2, 1 for you, 1 for Lenacia? Steve says, well, I don't know. I have to think about it. Okay, you think about it. I got to make some more phone calls, but don't wait too long because, you know, it's going to be sold out in a few minutes. Steve says, you know what? Just give it to me. It's only $15. Just give it to me. What's the worst Steve's going to do? He's going to lose weight, and he's going to come back. But what you just did was you showed LaDerek, or you showed your IBO, your new business partner, how to get in profit like that.
Yep. Hey, Ken, I know. Let me cut you off, but you know, just so from that method, it just shows that it's good to have tea on hand, and even if you don't, it's just all about how you position it. You don't. A lot of times, from what I've been seeing from some people in the organization, which you know, again, we're all learning here. Some people are waiting to do anything until they get tea. Well, I know when we finally decided to start doing the business, we weren't waiting; we were just doing. And even when there were some issues with shipping and shipping delays and things of that nature, we were still selling tea. So it's all about how you position. So I like how you learned that this weekend, and from what I just learned from you, what you learned from Stormy was that it's all about how you position it, and you want to have a sense of urgency because we got something that's powerful, and it definitely does work. So there's really no excuses on well, I'm going to wait until I get the tea to really start doing anything. Well, you don't have to wait. Just go ahead and get started and go from there. So I like that. I just wanted to throw that in. That's good stuff. I'm taking notes here.
Candace, you're muted.
I think you're still muted.
Sorry. No, but I was saying, like, that's huge because we see a lot of people who come in the business and say, okay, well, I'm going to wait for me to get my tea. No. By the time you're waiting for you to get your tea, I'm pre-ordering. So that person that you're waiting to contact till you get your tea, don't make me contact them because I ain't going to feel sorry when I get the sale. So the longer you wait, the more people are taking the opportunity to get your warm base or even your cold base. The testimonies are out there. Yes, your own testimony is huge, but sharing the testimonies of others is humongous as well. I actually got to meet Sherry, which was one of the testimonies that was shared on Facebook a couple weeks ago. She had lost 17 pounds. I met her at the event. She was one of the testimonies that I saw floating all over Facebook, and people were pulling leads from it. Guys, think about it. We are all business partners. We're all in the same organization, the same company. So if you say, hey, my business partner Sherry used IASO tea and lost 17 pounds in 20 days or whatever it was, people want to know what it is. Now, of course, when your own testimony comes out, that's going to be great for your warm market as well. But don't let the delay in shipping slow up you building your business. Because if you're not trying to build it now, somebody else is going to swoop in and get your potential business customer or your potential business partner. So, we wait for nobody. You guys have been following us for a long time. We build big. We build fast. Build big, build fast. Take your product and roll. Take those pre-orders. People already know that this is a flagship product and it's huge. It's making a lot of noise, so they already expect they're going to have to wait for it. But if you have product on hand and you can give it to them now, that's even a plus. You're going to sell out even faster because they're thinking, man, Steve got some packs right now. I might as well grab like 2, 3, or 4. Let me share them with a couple friends in the office and so forth. Let me get them while he got them. But I will encourage you guys, get your orders placed ASAP because they've caught up with shipping. So, when they catch up with shipping, guys, there's going to be a big rush of people coming in to order again. So if you need tea, go in your back office and get your tea. Go in your back office and place your order tonight. Because all of the shipping up to, I think it was January 3rd now, is all caught up. Minimum of January 3rd, all caught up. And if you're pre-ordering, here's the tip, guys. I know a lot of people are afraid to pre-order. You set the expectation ahead of time. Steve, I'm taking this pre-order. My order's coming in. You can expect it to be in 10 to 14 business days. Set the expectation. Don't act like it's going to be in tomorrow. Don't act like it's going to be in Monday. It can take up to 10 to 14 business days. And if you set the expectation from the gate, they're understanding. But if you tell them it's going to be in Monday and Monday comes and you don't have no tea, they might understand and wait till Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. But come Friday, you don't have no tea, you got somebody mad because you already told them it was going to be in Monday. Now it's a week later and they still don't have tea. Set the expectation because you'll look better when you deliver it early then. So they're already expecting 14 business days and you deliver it in 7, 8 business days. They're happy.
Yep. I know it's funny too because I be seeing a lot of people they get a little frustrated and I get that people are frustrated if you order something online there's a little delay, but we got something that's in high demand, guys. It kind of reminds me. I remember some of you might remember this. I remember when the iPads first came out, when Apple first released the iPad from Apple. They had them in stock, and because of all the buzz and it was such a new piece of technology, they sold out of them all over the place, all over the world, pretty much. And then it was you can only get it by pre-order, and they had to wait till Japan or wherever they make them to make enough to start shipping out. And so people had to wait as long as 6 weeks. Of course, we don't have to wait that long, but just to kind of give you the idea of when a product is in so much demand, it just things have to go through a process. And right now, that's where we stand now. Eventually, now you want to go get an iPad, you almost can find it in the checkout line at your local grocery store, you know, because they got them all. They're all caught up now. So, and it's the same thing with this tea. Eventually, it's going to be all over the place. So you want to be in the front end right now. And it's all about how you positioning. So, you know, don't get frustrated and get all mad and been out of shape because, you know, it's been I don't know, a week and a half. You still haven't gotten your tea. It's coming. Just find, you know, just be patient. And again, like Candace said, set the expectation. Let people know, hey, this product is in high demand right now, guys. You know, and that's good for us because imagine the issues that we would have if nobody wanted it. I'd rather be in a business that is so in much demand than versus being in a business where I got packs and packs of tea sitting over here in the corner that nobody even wants to buy. That's the business that you don't want to be a part of because you can't even move the product that you have. So we don't have any problem with it moving. So it's all about how you position it. It's all about how you present it. You know, you can turn lemon into lemonade. And so I just keep it hype. And when people say, well, how long does it take? I say, well, you know, it's been taking about 10 to 14 days, you know, business days for it to come. Why does it take that long? I said, man, hey, everybody around the world is trying to get their hands on this tea. And when you get it, it's going to be like gold in your hand. And they're like, man, well, I can't wait till I get it. And then they're just excited. They just can't wait to get it. But they already know that it's going to be a little delay. And typically, just like Candace said, when you say 10 to 14 days, you kind of know in the back of your mind they're probably going to get it a lot sooner than that. But I like to, you know, what is it? Under deliver and what I can't remember. How's it go, Candace? I can't remember. Is it under deliver, over promise, under deliver, whatever. You know, I think you know what I'm talking about.
I think it's over deliver and under promise.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So when you do that, it just makes you look a lot better, and that's really what you want to do. So good stuff.
And I want to piggyback too because, you know, everybody's looking at their tea coming in late as a negative. And like Steve said, it's not a negative because it's in so high demand and we know it works and everybody else knows it works. So don't look at it as, oh man, I don't have my tea yet. You know, you need to look at it as, you know, man, there's a lot of people that want it. And I can't wait till I get mine. So you need to look at it like that instead of looking at it like, well, I don't have my tea, I can't do my business. You can do your business regardless, with or without it. And what you really need to be doing when you get started in a business, you need to take the next 90 days and just go hard, regardless if you have your tea or not. Because we have something that people want and it works. And when they see all the different testimonials, like Candace and like Steve said, there's tons of testimonials out there. Use those testimonials as leverage for you to build your business until you get your own. Then you get your own, then you can start promoting yours, but you can still also do your business partners as well. Because the more testimonials you have, the more people are going to want to get it. And that's why, you know, they're on back order right now because it's working and everybody wants it. So use it as a positive, don't use it as a negative.
Absolutely. Guys, just to share something with you, you know, talking to Stormy this weekend, Friday night we met up with her for some dinner, late Friday night, and then Saturday was the event. But one thing that she said at the event was, you know, yes, everybody is, you know, concerned about the tea being shipped, even though we got the text that, you know, they're caught up now. But one thing that she said that hit home to me is her last two companies that she was in. One company was out of their flagship product for 3 months, completely sold out. You could not get your hand on it for 3 months. The other one was out for 2 months straight. The one that she was out for 3 months, completely out, like nobody could get their hands on it for 90 days, minimum. She made $1.2 million that year because she didn't let the slow production stop her from building her business, especially with everybody wanting this product so much. You sitting around waiting, it's like a sitting duck. You're waiting for another distributor to knock off your customer and claim them as theirs. Don't wait. You know, we don't wait for nobody. If you're in a race, if you line up 6 people to race and you start getting a jump start on them, Are you going to slow down for them to catch up to you? No. We're in a race to director, guys. We're in a race to executive, regional, national. Matter of fact, the chat's open. Who's ready to hit director? Put I in that chat. I want to see how many people on this webinar are ready to hit director. Because then I'm going to share with you a couple tips that's going to help you get there. I see some names popping up. Who else wants to hit director? Because you know what? Director is the first major step in our company. And when you hit director, guys, not only does your binary percentage increase, it opens up the gate for your matching bonuses. So, you know, you open up your compensation a lot more, and it's really, really easy to hit director. So if you guys are looking to hit director very soon, I want you to go ahead. If that's one of your goals, put I in that chat. Because here's what you're going to do, guys. Remember, the qualifications to hit director, you need to have one on your left and one on your right to be binary qualified. So you have to be binary qualified first. So you got to put one person in the business on your left, one person in the business on your right. That's your first step. The second step is, guys, you have to have your PV, your personal volume, your auto ship set at a minimum of 80. So if you don't have that, guys, go in your back office tonight, log in, click on orders at the top, the little shopping cart. Then on the left-hand side, you're going to click auto ship. When you click auto ship, your screen's going to auto-populate. Right down at the bottom, you can edit it. Right now, it probably says $39.99, whatever it is. Go in and click edit. Change your auto ship to reflect as 80 PV. Because if you hit that and you don't have 80 PV, you're not getting director. You're not getting it. So I just encourage you guys, go change it now. Because it's not going to be an instant charge on your credit card. It's nothing like that. You go in and change your PV to 80. So when your package renews for the month, your auto ship is now at $80. 8 packs of tea. You're ready for director. You're binary qualified. And remember, for director, you have to have 1,000 volume points in each leg. So 1,000 points in each leg. Now, one trick that Stormy shared with us to hit director. A lot of you guys who are purchasing more volume or purchasing more tea, replenishing your stock, what you guys are doing is you're going into your back office and you're placing a customer order underneath your own name. So, for example, Candace Davis has her IBO account. Then Candace Davis goes and creates a customer account. This is what most of you guys are doing. Creates a customer account. Because then if I place my order underneath my customer account, my 50% rolls up to my IBO account. So I get my 50% commission. But here's what happens, guys. When you do that, you only get 25% of the points, and it goes in your personal volume. You need this volume to be in your weakest leg to hit director, because you have to have 1,000 volume points in your weakest leg. So here's how you do this. If I know I need to place a $500 tea order, and I know my friend Steve and Rachel wants to come in the business, but let's just say, you know, Steve only wants to come in at the $100 pack. Here's an example. Steve wants to come in at the $100 pack. I want to buy $400 worth of tea. So Steve's going to come in at the $100 pack. I'm going to tell Steve, hey, Steve, here's how we're going to do this. I want you to PayPal me your $100. But what I'm going to do, instead of buying you in at the $100 pack, I'm going to put you in at a $500 pack. So I'm going to open the compensation for you. I'm going to place that $500 tea order under Steve, because remember, he PayPal'd me $100, and I want $400 in tea. So that makes $500, right? We can do math, right? So that's $500 in tea. I go into my back office, enroll new, I enroll Steve and Rachel, I place an order for a $500 pack of tea, and I have it shipped to me, because remember, I got $400 worth of the tea. What I do is I take Steve's 10 packs out and I overnight it to him. Here's what happened, guys. I got my 50% on Fast Start, which would have been the same as getting 50% on retail. You get it? It's Fast Start, retail. But the kicker is, because I brought Steve in business with a higher package, remember, on the retail end, I'm only getting 25% of the points. But on the Fast Start end, when I put that order up under Steve and brought him in business that way, I got the same amount in my Fast Start, $500 package gives me a $250 bonus. $500 package gives me 250 points. So are you catching it?
Yep.
So you get more points by adding your order underneath an IBO. So that's how you're going to hit director faster. But Steve has to understand, you know, I'm placing this higher order under you. I'm opening the comp plan. Now all the product's going to ship to me, but the day I get it, I'm going to overnight you your 10 packs. So you're still going to get it the next day. Or if you have tea on hand, as soon as you sign Steve up that night, you already know the $500 in tea is being sent to you already. So you're going to take 10 from your order and send it to him that night. So he's getting it quicker and getting started sooner. So you could do it either way. But the way you hit director, I see the chat going off, sorry. The way you hit director faster, guys, is by bringing somebody in business with that order. Here's a prime example. Let's just say another scenario, just to break it down to you guys so you can see it. Let's just say Steve wants to get into the business with a $500 order. And I want $1,000 worth of tea. I'm going to say, hey, Steve, PayPal me the $500. I'm going to invoice you, so you got a receipt showing you're getting in business. So you got a receipt. There's nothing shady here. You got an invoice. PayPal me your $500. I'm going to get you in on the $1,500 package. What it's going to do, Steve, it's going to take you from earning, I think it's 12 or 14% on the binary to 17% on the binary now. Plus, you're going to get your 50% matching bonus on your level 1, and you're going to start out at 10% on your level 2. So you just opened up the percentage on the binary form. What you're going to do is go in the back office, place that tea order for $1,500 under Steve and Rachel. Guys, you just got commissioned $750 on the fast start. So that's the 50%. And you just got 750 points. Because had you did it as a customer, you're going to get your $750, but you're only going to get 25% of those 750 points, or 25% of your points. So you're going to get only 250 points, I think is what it calculated to, versus 750 points. So if you need to place your tea order, place it under Steve, because now you got 750 points on that one order. You only need 1,000 to go to director, guys.
Yeah.
You getting it?
Yeah. So it seems like, because before we were, you know, doing a lot of it through a customer account, we were getting the money, the fast start, but we were only getting a very small percentage of the points, volume points, to move through the comp plan. So this way, you're getting the money and you're getting all the points at the same time. Yeah, it definitely makes sense.
Right. And you also get paid too when you have a IBO that upgrades. Let's just say they started out at $100 level and they decide, well, I need some more. I want to upgrade to $200 or even a $500 or $1,500. You get paid on that upgrade as well. So that's something to think about too.
Right.
So if you need some new product, or someone wants to go ahead and says, you know what, yeah, I got started at this level, but I want to go ahead and kick it off, you're going to get paid for them upgrading too.
Right. So it's kind of like getting paid twice. Like I see Valerie saying, upgrade me. Example, let's just say Valerie came into the business with a $500 package originally. Whoever brought her in business, Valerie's my business partner, so when she came in business at the $500 package, I made $250 on a fast start. Let's just say she was at the event with me this weekend. She saw how crazy it was. She just said, upgrade me. Let's just say Valerie grabs that $1,500 package. Well, her sponsoring IBO is going to get the 50% on that again. So anytime they upgrade, like Lanacia is saying, you're going to get paid. It's kind of like double dipping. Actually, I think it is double dipping. I don't know.
But remember, the whole point of upgrading, if you came in at $1,500, of course you can't upgrade. Right. But if you came in at $100 level and you want to upgrade to the $500 or $1,500 level, for one, you're upping up the compensation plan for yourself, and you're also fast tracking to get to director because you've already met that qualification for your auto ship. because when you come in at the higher levels, it's automatically going to bring you in with an auto ship at like 80 or 120, one of the two. I can't remember which one was which, but it just opens up your levels so you can get paid more money, and then you're bringing people in. So just like Candace said, that's another technique. So you can bring somebody else in at a higher level. You're getting a binary match because they're bringing people in, and you're also getting the upfront money, and you're getting the points.
Right. So you're double dipping. You're getting it all.
all kind of commissions flying around.
Yeah.
Look, when you guys hit director, you ain't gonna want them to send. Look, they ain't ready. They ain't ready for us to start hitting director, executive director, and start seeing the huge checks, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Another thing. Go ahead, Leticia.
Oh, I was just going to say, and this is nothing that's underhanded or that you can't do in business. This is a technique that even Armand, the president of the company, was sharing with us when we went to California.
Right.
So they want you to make money. They don't mind you doing things like this. So it's all about learning the comp plan and learning your products and just going out there and just going to work.
Right, learning the comp plan and making it work for you. I know Shonda had a question in the chat. She said, so do we get the points too when somebody upgrades? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You get those points all over again. So if they grab the $1,500 package, you just got 750 points again. So you get points and money all over again. Nevin said, so you want an IBO preferably than a customer because a customer gives you less PV versus. If you're looking to build, you know, remember, we got the retail to recruit too, Nevin. So, you know, you're going to build off of that alone. But if you need to place an order and you have somebody who wants in the business, even if they don't have the money to get in yet, and you just want a seat filler right now, you're going to pull them into business, get your points, get your 50%, and just let them know, listen, when you're ready to start driving this business, I already secured your spot, so when you got the $100 to get started, call me, I'll have you PayPal it to me, and I'll send you 10 packs out. So then you have them secure a spot, you're getting your points and your 50% on your points, your 50% on your fast start. So if they want in the business and you know they're going to work it eventually, they just don't have the money right now, buy them a spot.
Yeah,
then when they're ready.
Yeah, and I don't mean to cut you off, Ken. I guess this is really, you know, for people that you're actually speaking with, people that you got, you know, somewhat of a relationship with. Now, if someone just randomly comes on your page and just signs up, now, of course, they just go through the regular process.
Right.
But if you're talking to people and you're calling someone, you guys are having those conversations, yeah, you know, for those people, yeah, you can do this method using, using that strategy. But if you just have random people just coming on your webpage and just getting you started, that's something different.
Right, exactly. And guys, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead, Lenacia.
I was just saying, you don't want to do this for small orders.
No.
You only want to do this for big orders. So if you only need 4 packs of tea, you don't want to do this. You can just go ahead and do it up under your regular customer account and get your $20 back.
Right.
Do it that way. You only want to do it if you want at least, I'm thinking probably $200 or more. Because if they're coming in at 100, but you need 20 packs of tea, then you can do the $200, get the 20 pack. You don't want to do it if you only want 4 packs. It's not worth it.
No, it's only for serious people who seriously want to build, who seriously want this to work, not somebody who's just going to sit there like this. You know, you want it to benefit your organization in a positive way. But that's going to be the fastest way to hit director, because Steve will tell you, I screwed up. I screwed up severely. I placed, what was it, a $1,500 order, Steve, for tea that time?
Yeah, it was 15.
Look, I literally got, I think it was 255 points, maybe less than 300 points on that order, when I should have got 750.
Yes.
So I was scrambling at the last minute, busting my tail to hit director that week, because I assumed those personal volume transfer into my weakest leg. It does, but it doesn't for ranking. So when it pays out your binary, it does. But if you're waiting to hit that rank, it does not.
Yeah. Now you got the commission for it.
Right. I got the commission.
Points for it.
Right. I got the commission, but I only got 25% of the points. Whereas if I would have placed it up underneath an IBO, I'd have smacked director right there. It would have been a done deal. But I was scrambling at the last minute, trying to follow up with people and get them in the business so I could make sure I hit director when I could have had that secured a couple days beforehand, but that's something I didn't know. But just take me as your guinea pig. You know, let me make the mistake, but you don't make it as well. So, you know, with you hearing this, if you turn around and make that same mistake, you weren't listening to this webinar. You weren't listening. You need to, what would Kevin Hart say? He wasn't ready.
You can always get with one of us if you're interested and if you're really serious about your business and you want to take it to the next level, then you can reach out to one of us and learn about that technique. But we don't want people who are just like, well, I'm just curious about it, I'm wondering. No. This is for serious people who really want to just take the bull by the horn and just go at it and just go hard.
Right. Right.
We don't mind working with those people that really want to be serious. We can lay it down and show you what exactly you need to do so you can get it done.
Right. And I mean, if there's a couple of you guys who, you know, inbox Steve, myself, or Lanacia and say, look, I'm serious, I'm building, I'm already actively building, and I just need a little bit more clarification on that piece, inbox one of us. We'll throw a couple of you guys on a webinar and we'll go through it step by step if we have to. I know, listen, if you're serious, don't inbox us if you're just still wondering if this is going to work, because we're proving to you it works. So if you're still sitting there trying to wonder and think, what am I going to do? Don't inbox me. Don't do it, guys. You don't want to. You don't want to.
Hey, this is a good segue into what we were kind of talking about earlier in terms of in terms of really upline support, guys. You know, when you're in an MLM or whatever, this is a philosophy that I've always, Lanacia and I have always tried to follow, is when we join a business, we you know, especially if we're building it, okay, there's been things we can't, you know, got in and just kind of beta tested or whatever, but if something that we have chosen, say, you know what, okay, let's go ahead and build this business, hence TLC. What we try to do is, and again, we're new like everybody else that's new. We don't understand the comp plan, we don't understand how this works, we don't know a lot about the logistics of the business, but this is what we do. We find out. And what I mean by that, I mean that we'll go into our back office and we'll research and look at things and play around with things. We'll check things out. We'll get on webinars. But here's the thing. We'll also take a lot of action, because one thing that you'll learn, you learn more by doing than just waiting around just trying to figure things out. That's how we, like Candace said, she made a purchase. You know, she thought it was going to do something, but it didn't quite do what she thought it was going to do. But she learned from it. But the way that she learned because she did it, right? And a lot of times that's how we learn. And from what I see a lot of times, I know Candace gets this, and she'll kind of elaborate on this as well. You know, Lanacia and I, we've been getting this for a long time, and you know, we get a lot of different questions. And our job, your job, is being a leader. So if you're saying, hey, I want to be a leader, a builder, okay, you have to assume that role, okay, and assuming that role basically means that, okay, I want to start learning and taking things to where I can teach others as well. Because sometimes I get questions from a lot of people, and these are questions where they can get answered from their back office, from one of the previous webinars, from calling customer support, from whatever. Because I know a lot of times people come to us, or Candace, or whoever, and guys, we've been experiencing this for years, so this isn't anything new. We are reps just like you. And one thing that I recognize is that if there's something that I need to know, you know, I'll always typically try to find it myself first. One, because I like answers quick, and I don't like to wait. So I'll go get it. I'll go find the answer. If I can't find the answer by calling support, by calling what or getting online or going into my back office, using the resources that I have. Google, guys, Google YouTube will be your best friend in marketing. Just remember that. Google YouTube will be your best friend. So, and I say all that to say this, guys, use your resources, assume that role, because remember, it's not about you. It's also about what you can do for others. And our job is to teach you how to fish. If I teach you how to, if I give you a fish, you'll eat really good today, but if I teach you how to fish, you'll eat forever, for a lifetime. And that's really what this is all about. It's about teaching you so you can do things on your own. So if some people have hit me up and I say, well, hey, we'll call customer support or we'll check Google. It wasn't that I'm blowing you off. I'm saying I don't want to be that resource where you got to come to every single time. Every time you have one little small, question where I know it's something that you can find yourself. I'm not saying don't ask questions or reach out to your leaders. I'm just saying create that habit of saying, you know what, let me go ahead and see if I can find this answer myself. Because if I look for it and I find it, I'm going to learn and I'll be able to teach other people to do the same thing. And that's really what you want to do. I know, Candace, you got some information you want to share on that as well.
Yeah, guys, just piggybacking, please use your resources. We are building an extremely large organization. So, our inboxes sometimes can get on fire with something as easy as, how do I reset my password? If you don't see that forgot password link underneath your login, don't inbox me. I'm not trying to be rude at all, but we have to focus on the bigger pieces of the training, and we've done a training already on your back office. So I've been getting inboxes, how do I change my placement? That tells me you didn't watch the training. They're uploaded for a reason, because even though you can't get on it at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, they're uploaded. So find time to go back through it, because we're actively working to pop a lot of directors this month and over the next couple months. And by doing that, we can't have our inboxes infested with, I didn't get my order. Where's my order? Guys, when I tell you I don't know, call corporate, it's because I don't know. I don't work for customer service. I can't go in and see a tracking number for you. So I would have to do the same thing that you would have to do, and that's call corporate. When it comes to the logistics of your back office, where your commission is uploaded and why don't you see your commission yet, and where's your login and how do you change your placement, those things are already on the training. And if it's something like where's my order or how long is it going to take for it to come in, I can't answer those. So whenever I reply back to you and I say I don't know, I'm not trying to cut you short. I just don't know. But if you're on that text alert from Stormy, she just sent us out a text the other day. She spoke to Jack Fallon. All the orders are caught up, so you'll be getting your shipping confirmations over the next 2 or 3 days. Once they get them all processed in the system, the tea is here, guys. And Stormy told us this weekend. I know Tim Worthington was there, Valerie was there, Shannon was there. We had a lot of people in our SME organization that were there and heard it for themselves. Our problem is not the product, and the problem is not the machines being down, because we had machines that broke and they had to have the manufacturer bring us new machines. And here's what happens, guys. In MLM, Stephen Lanacia can tell you this too. November, December, those are usually slow months for MLMs. So what happens is normally, like, TLC was used to selling 10,000 packs of tea on the slow months. And they went from selling 10,000 packs of tea in November per week to selling 500,000 packs of tea a week. So they got smacked with a huge rush, and it's continual, which is good. But we had to get more machines to produce it. And now that we got the product, we have to get more people in the warehouse to ship it. So although we've beefed up our, employee base for the warehouse to ship it, they still got to train them. They can't just throw them in there and expect them to know how to ship the product properly. So, it's a couple phases, and we're starting to phase out of that bump in the road. That product is there, shipments are now coming out, our staff is trained, we went from having 10 customer service representatives. That's all they had. Well, actually, they had 5 for 15 years. Then they beefed it up to 10 when, you know, we came in and created this mass momentum with Stormy and everybody. They beefed it up to 10. Now they beefed it up to even more. So, you know, it's great that we're growing the company so fast and the company's expanding with us. We just got to wait for those extra employees to get trained so that they can make, because you will be pissed, and I'm going to say pissed, if you're expecting, you know, 30 packs of tea and you get 5 because somebody didn't know how to count. You'd be mad. So, you know, they're just making sure it's working for you. So just be patient, guys. You know, if it's something that you already know, the question is at corporate, please call corporate, because that's the same thing I'm going to have to do. And here's the thing, guys, you know, if you're really serious about building this business and building it to last a lifetime, like Stormy said, some people get in and want to build it for a few months, give them a little bit of income for now. Then we have the people in our organization who want to build it for 10 and 20 years or a lifetime. If you're one of those builders that want this to last a lifetime, you're going to learn your product, you're going to learn your back office, you're going to learn how to find this stuff for yourself. Because here's the thing, you either want to hold a master's degree in TLC, or you want to work at the kindergarten level. And my major might have been elementary education, and I turned into an insurance agent, but I don't want to hold your hand to build your business. That's the thing, guys. We're independent business owners. So, you know, with the training piece to it, we'll help you with different things, how to build fast, what to do, what to say, different little attraction marketing, stuff like that. We can help you with that. But when it comes to where's my package, and I can't read my compensation, and how do I change my placement, and how do I change my auto ship, that was all covered on video 1. Yeah. Video 1. It's on my channel. It's on Steve's channel. It's floating out there. And Lenacia is building the training website, so she's going to have the whole archive of all of our stuff back there eventually. So don't make excuses that are going to hinder you in building your business. Don't, you know, Ro always used to say this. You can make excuses or you can make money, but you can't make both. And that goes like that for TLC too, guys. You can make excuses, you can make money, but you can't make both. You got to pick one. Yep. Pick one.
The key word in IBO is independent.
Right. And that's the thing, you know, for those of you guys who do personal development, Eric Warray, in his Go Pro book, he said, you know, a true leader wants to build other leaders who are independent of them, so that they can call on them but not lean on them. Yeah. So we don't want you to lean on us like a crutch, but when you need something, we want you to call on us. But if it's the little stuff, that stuff you can find out for yourself, guys. You know, we got to work this business independently. And, you know, if we're planning on popping directors like we're going to, we need to free up that little tedious time on helping you set your placement and helping you do the little things to help people who are serious about building smack those director levels by, you know, getting on that webinar and showing them how to, you know, place an order up underneath an IBO, showing them the different techniques that are going to help them clench these ranks. Because, you know, Houston's coming here in a couple weeks, and I want to see a lot of directors walk across the stage in Houston. I want to see it. And I know I saw a lot of people pop the word I in there, so we just got to run with it, guys. And you just got to take the business serious. We got to do it. And there's no way around it. So, you know, stop making excuses for building your business. I learned a lot from Stormy this weekend. A lot, to the point where I can say, you know, there can't be babysitting with it. You know, you've got to be serious about your business. You really do. I'm serious about my business. Steve, Lenacia, we're all serious about popping directors, executive directors, regionals, nationals, all the way up. And, you know, when we fully get this momentum going, because we're just starting, guys. So when this momentum actually hits, it's going to be a whirlwind. And like I said, we don't mind helping you out with the serious things. We don't mind. We don't mind it at all. If we minded, we wouldn't be on the trainings. Yep. You know, if Stormy minded, you know, helping us out, she wouldn't be doing the Monday motivation calls and the 10 p.m. Opportunity calls. Guys, utilize your resources. We have our live webinars Thursday nights at 9 p.m. We have our webinars. Utilize them. definitely use them. I mean, that's why everything's there. You have your the Wealth Connections text. It sends you a reminder of every call and every important thing that's going on in TLC. If you haven't signed up for it yet, you need to go into our group, and it's the pinned post up there. If you don't know nothing about that text alert, you did not read that pinned post that says start here. And it outlines everything. So guys, you have to be serious. If it says start here, believe me, we didn't type that up and put that content up there for nothing. It's not there for no reason at all. So if you want, you know, if you're serious, go and reread it. Do what it says to do in there. You know, make sure you have your downline. Make sure when you bring them in business, you're letting them know that information. You're telling them, sign up for selfmadehangout.com for our training. You know, register for, you know, selfmadewebinars.com for our opportunity. Make sure you're letting them know that info is there so you can get used to it. But if you're plugged in and they're not, how's your organization going to grow? You got to put them in the group. You got to add them to the group because they got to be able to see the information too. So when you're bringing them in, add them to the group. And the same things that you have, you need to make sure they have. They have selfmadewebinars.com. They have selfmadehangout.com. Those are key. You know, Steve and Lanacia didn't put together the training webinars and the opportunity webinars just to say, hey, we threw it together. You know, they've built crazy organizations for years, huge organizations, and they know what works. And if it didn't work, we wouldn't spend our time every week for, you know, a couple hours here and a couple hours there with opportunities and trainings and phone calls with you guys and stuff. So, you know, we encourage you to tap in. We encourage you to use the system and use us, but don't abuse it.
Yes.
Don't abuse it. Don't do it. Because it's not fair then. It's not fair to other people in the organization who are trying to build. And I'm just being serious with you guys because, you know, we're going to do some big, big things that we haven't already done. We've done a lot right now, but you haven't seen anything yet. And for us to get there, we've got to clear out the smoke first. So those little things are smoke. And if you want this train full speed ahead, because think about it, guys, that's that binary. So it's automatic spillover. So the faster we're moving as a team, the faster you guys are popping ranks. No excuses. None. We're all big kids here. We're big business owners. And we're in a big business. So stop making the excuses. Let's roll full speed ahead. Full speed ahead.
Yeah,
matter of fact, get your key party. What'd you say?
I was just saying, you know, just piggybacking. I mean, there are going to be bumps in the road, but don't use that as a reason for you to stop building. I mean, there's, you know, just expect that, guys. I say this all the time. I've been to this dance before. I know the songs they play.
Right.
And there's going to be bumps in the road, especially when there's a lot of momentum building, but it always levels itself out. And one of the biggest bumps has been just getting, you know, shipping delays or whatever. But in terms of people getting paid, you know, that's the main one that you don't want any problems in. So again, I mean, Candace, you said it all. Guys, just get busy. I wouldn't, you know, if for those that put I in the chat, I mean, really mean that. Don't just put I in there and just saying, hey, I want to be a part of the crowd. No, mean what you say. If that's what you want to do the right actions to fulfill that. Okay, follow through on it. And the biggest problem that I see a lot of times in this industry with a lot of people is that they don't follow through. You know, so if you're saying, hey, yeah, I want to go director or whatever, you know, you really need to mean that. And there's going to be some sacrifices, some things that you're going to have to do, some things that you don't want to do, you know, to achieve those levels in business. And you know, so make sure that you're really following through, being consistent, and following the leadership. Because this is something serious, guys, and it's really simple. It's really a simple business, and I'm looking at a lot of things. I'm looking at just what's going on in the organization and stuff like that, and there shouldn't be any excuses, because I think we have such a product that's in so much demand, and all you really got to do, guys, is just share it. I mean, we got a topic. Normally a lot of programs that we've done, it's almost like you have to. The hardest thing that you can do in a business is to create a market. So if you guys don't know what that means, meaning you're trying to create something new that nobody's ever seen before, heard before, and make it to where everybody wants it. There's a lot of opportunities where you're creating a market. And that's really hard to do. Guys, we don't have to create nothing. The market's already there. And all we have to do is just give them the, what they're looking for. Right now, in your neighborhood, in my neighborhood, I'm looking out the window here. There's tons of people I already know in these houses over here that are looking to lose some weight. If I wanted to go knock on the door and introduce myself, I could. If I wanted to just to be that bold, I could if I wanted to. And guess what? I guarantee you that I'll probably get some people that'll buy the tea or even get into the business. So that's the market that we're in. So the problem that I only see typically is those that want everything to be perfect, so they make an excuse so they never get anything done. Or they just are afraid. And I get it. For some of you, this is something new. You've never done this before. You don't know how to approach or whatever. But we've shared some information, even on last week's call, some things that you can do just to let people know what you have. And again, we're going to be doing a lot of training and stuff as well, even more training. And that's just pretty much all I wanted to add to it. Is if you rose your hand and you said, hey, I want to go. We'll see. But again, if you raised your hand, you need to be serious. You need to be, I believe this is what I want to do, and you know what? No excuses. It's getting done. And if you have that attitude, like Candace, she's got that attitude. Lanacia, she's got that attitude. I got that attitude. It's going down. Period. It's going down. You've got to have that same kind of attitude that, hey, no matter what, it's going down. No matter what hurdles coming in front of me, I'm just going to jump over them. I'm going to keep on going. So, guys, I'm telling you, just have that attitude. Lacey, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, I'll say if you're frustrated, come to a leader. Don't post it in the group, because there's probably somebody in the group that's really, everybody in the group is really excited about their business. And if you're in the group, you're complaining, or you're upset about something, or you're frustrated with something, then you're hindering someone else, because they're looking at that and that creates doubt in their mind. So you don't want to rain on somebody else's parade.
What was that story? Somebody posted something in a group, in another group. What was the deal with that?
Oh, well, there was someone, it wasn't in our group, it was another group, and they were basically saying that they were, just say, a little upset because they didn't have their tea and it had been like 2 or 3 weeks. And it just so happens that there was a customer that was in that group, and she was thinking about joining the business. And when she saw that the girl, she had posted up in the group saying all this stuff, she was like, you know what, I'm rethinking doing this business, because if I have to wait all that time for my tea, or they're getting frustrated because they haven't gotten anything, then I don't know if I want to join the business. And right there, you've cost somebody else some money, and you've also stole a dream of somebody, because that person could have came in this business and killed it. So 1, you stole their dream, and 2, you stole somebody else's money and their momentum. You stolen 2 dreams. So you don't want to do that. Try to be positive. If you have an issue, maybe it's been, if it's been 2 months or something like that and you haven't gotten your tea, then I can understand you're probably frustrated. But reach out to corporate, reach out to a leader. Not to say it's going to take 2 months. You're going to get it quicker than that. But if there is an issue, call corporate or call a leader if there is a major issue. Don't post all your frustrations and everything out in the group, because you don't want to steal somebody else's thunder. You don't want to steal their dream. We don't need any dream stealers in here.
We definitely want to keep the group positive. There's no negative comments.
Yeah.
Whether it's about the opportunity, a person, the products, whatever. We don't want any negative comments. If you have a question or a concern, reach out personally to one of your sponsor, one of the other leaders, somebody, so you can have that conversation. Because if they don't know, then they can get with their sponsor. Eventually, it's going to come up either if it's someone on our team to us, or Candace, or somebody that's above in our leadership hierarchy. So do it that way. So just really ask you guys, keep it positive, because again, we want to keep the group. It's not just for you, it's for everybody. So we want to make sure that, if you're having concerns or something happen or whatever, just make sure that you're if you got a question about something, that's fine. But if it's a negative type of question, we want to keep those kind of questions away from the group and just kind of keep those on one-on-one conversations so we can keep the group positive. Because again, like Lanacy just said, if you're posting things like that, it can definitely affect other people's business. And you definitely, because you don't want nobody to do that in your business. What if somebody posts something about whatever, and then one of your people calls it, man, I saw some guy posted up whatever. You know what? I knew there was something wrong about this business. I'm done.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are looking for excuses to get out of it because they don't want to put forth the effort in order to make their dreams come true.
Yep.
So you don't want to give them an excuse. Also, when you add people to the group and you're welcoming people to the group, like Ken said, read that pen. And also go to the file section. There are a ton of files in there about how to make tea, what works with HCG, what you need to eat with HCG, the compensation plan, postcards, just all kinds of stuff in there. So make sure you're going through that and you're learning that stuff, because a lot of the questions that you have, a lot of the answers can be found in those files. The application is in there where you can download it. And also go to your back office and go to the resources tab. I've learned everything. I know the compensation plan like the back of my hand right now, because I went to my back office and I looked through the compensation plan and read it over and over again until I got it. There's information about the products in there too. So you can go in there and find a lot of information about the products. And, well, before I get off, let me do this too. There are some things that we learned about the products that I want to share with the team, because this can help you sell some more product and also get some more recruits. Armand, I can't think of his last name, the president of the company. Puyot. Well, he shared some things with us about the different products. I can attest to the oil because I had tendonitis in my knee, and I put it on at night because my knee always hurts me at night. And I put it on and I don't have any pain. Next, if you have someone or you know someone who has diabetes, what you can do is the Gano. Give them 3 Gano and a cup of tea. Well, let me backtrack. First, check their blood sugar. Give them 3 Gano and a cup of tea. Wait an hour, just chit chat. Wait an hour, and then ask them to check their blood sugar level again. I guarantee you it's going to be low. And if it lowers, then you have a customer for the Gano and you have a customer for the tea. And if it continues to work, guess what? They're going to join the business.
Yep.
And for someone who has respiratory problems, like if they have asthma or something like that, the chaga is real good for that. So if you know anyone who has troubles breathing, any type of respiratory problems, have them try out the chaga. And then also, if there is somebody who they want to lose weight but they have issues with food cravings, with any type of craving, sweets or whatever, the Techu, I think it's what it's called. It's a white bottle called Techu. That's really good for appetite suppression. So that's something else that you can also give to them. And then, of course, we all know about the HCG. That works wonders. A guy told me he lost 10 pounds in 7 days with the HCG.
Right. I'm
about to try it myself. So, and that's another thing, too. If you want to learn more about the products, just try them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying the HCG and the NRG because I've heard a lot of things about it. So, you know what? I'm just going to get it. I'm going to try it. Try your products out. Go in your back office and read up on it. Because you can, for one, you can learn a lot by trying it. And 2, you can learn a lot from testimonials. And 3, if you look at your resources in the back office, you can learn more about just the products in general.
Yep, the more you know about your products, guys, the better you're going to be long term. Because one thing I picked up from Armand when we were in California is that he knows these products like the back of his hand. I mean, he would just. I know he's been in the business. He's a founder, and so I get it. But it's just the product knowledge of him just knowing the products and what they do and all that and everything. And I know that just came with just over time. Of course, he didn't learn all that overnight. But I think you need to really get familiar and start getting used to having those conversations with people about some of the different products. And it doesn't have to be all of it. Pick some of the ones that you really like to use. That's the best testimony of products that you're using, and because then it becomes natural. So, so be an advocate of what you have. Remember, we don't sell just the tea. There's other things that we offer as well. And I know tea is the #1 seller. That's the flagship product, and it probably will always be at least one of the main flagship products. But learn some of the other products, just like Lanacia says, is definitely going to help you long term. And I know we're doing a lot of research and kind of experimenting with some of these different products so we can have those really good conversations with people that have questions about a particular product. And, so I'm pretty excited about it. So I think that's pretty much all I have for today. I will say this just real quick. We are planning a relaunch webinar. We're going to have Stormy on one of our webinars here coming up soon. I'm not for sure exactly what date. We'll get back with you guys and let you know. I know we got another big webinar this coming Thursday, and we'll do some. And we've been kind of experimenting with an automated webinar system as well. We did that all week last week. Got some real good feedback from that. I'll be setting up some more things for that in the future as well. But we'll let you know when we'll be able to get Stormy on one of our webinars as well. But we'll definitely be having one this Thursday, and we'll definitely go from there. So that's pretty much all I have, guys. A lot of great information. Candace?
Just a couple things, guys. In regards to the webinars, let's pack them out. You guys want to hit director, we got to get the information in front of them, let them see the comp plan, the company, the amazing things that are happening. If you want to hit director, you're going to pack these webinars out. Whether it's our Thursday webinar, our webinar with Stormy, whatever it is, pack it out. I promise you, you'll be thankful for it. Second thing, if you haven't already done so, get yourself a t-shirt or something to wear out in public, because the t-shirt I got on, I'm a skinny tea girl. Guys, if you only knew how many leads I got off of this shirt at the airport today, it'll blow your mind. I'm dead serious. Just off of this t-shirt. Like Lanacia said, no dream stealers. Truthfully, I don't even want dream chasers. I want people who are willing to run up and catch their dream, not chase them. We're catching dreams this year, guys. We're not going to keep chasing them. So no dream stealers, no dream chasers. We want dream catchers. Take your business serious. Like Lanacia said, learn that comp plan. This is your business. There should be no reason why you don't understand how you get paid. Last that I checked, for those of you who have a 9-to-5, you understand how you make your money. So there's no difference over here. This is your business. You need to understand how your business operates and how you get paid. Because if you don't know how you get paid in the ways that they pay you, then you ain't serious, man. You're not serious. Go back, get in your back office, learn that compensation plan. Then I know you're serious. But if you can't tell me how you get paid, you ain't ready. You ain't ready, and I hope you weren't one of the ones that put I for director in the chat, because I'm going to let you know you're not ready. So if you're ready, and you know you're ready, go in the back office, go in the Files tab, review the pinned post. When I say, and Steve says, and Lanacia says, we're going to pop a lot of ranks, and we're going to be able to create a lot of high-figure earners this year, we're serious. And I mean, if you intend on being one of them, you're going to know your business. Last thing, for those of you hosting tea parties, if you see this big thing back here, get yourself one. I got one. Lanacia got one. I found one on Amazon, guys. You have them at the tea parties. Remember what I said. Everybody who comes into the tea party gets a sample of tea. Have it set up with your little shavings in it, your ice, your peaches, whatever you want to put in it. and they get a sample of tea, that's a 3.5 gallon I got on Amazon for $24. So you need something to put your tea in. For those of you who are planning tea parties, and let's get them tea parties booked. And if you don't know how to do one, there's a YouTube video. I'm going to direct you back to YouTube. There's a nice YouTube video that shows you how to do a tea party. And that presentation is on the website. No excuses. So it shows you how to do it, shows you how to set up. It's there, guys. So all I got to say is I'm looking for some people to hit director this week. Definitely next week. This has been an amazing month. You guys get serious, buckle down. Remember, if you need a tea order, put it under an IBO, a new IBO in business, so you can collect them points. That's going to be the fastest way you pop these ranks. And, you know, by popping these ranks, you're going to be walking across the stage getting some nice congratulatory applauses for hitting director. So I'm director. Stephen Lanacia is getting ready to pop. I think they probably got it. I
think we got it now, so.
I ain't even going to lie. But, you know, get in, work the business. I know there's a couple other people I'm watching the organization that are very close. So, guys, let's make some noise out there. Let's make some noise. Let's make some money. I like noise. I like money. You like noise. You like money. I know you like money. You might not like noise, but everybody like money. So, hey, like LaDerek said, let's get it.
I'll add that picture in the back office of the alllost5and5.com website so you guys can order that and have that. And then I'm going to try to get it up sometime this week, hopefully, the training website, because I'm going to put all of that stuff on there, how to do home parties, all of that kind of stuff will be on there. So I'll try to get that up. But I got a surprise for everybody first. It's going to go on your website, so I'm trying to get that together first.
Woo woo! I'm ready.
Big things popping.
Yeah.
Big things popping, guys.
Look, big things popping, and I saw that surprise, guys. So ranks will be popping as well. I can guarantee that. So if you're on this webinar and you have not got your e-commerce site yet, shame on you. And then I'm going to say, reach out to your upline so you can get it tonight. Because what's about to happen to that e-commerce site, they ain't ready. They're not ready. You're going to be ready because you're going to pop ranks, but they ain't going to be ready.
Yep.
We've been in the lab, so we got something special for you guys. So again, yeah, make sure that you get back with get back with your sponsor so you can make sure you get it from them, and we'll go from there. So we'll keep you posted. So look for some big things coming for that. So it's going to be crazy. So into January, February is going to be bananas.
Yeah.
It's going to be. I wanted to say something. It's just going to be crazy.
And make sure you get your tickets for next month as well for the event, because you need to go to the events. I know we mentioned it at the beginning of the call, but I want to mention it again. Make sure you log into your back office and get your event tickets for Houston, because you need to be there.
And guys, if you can't afford the Houston tickets, like if you want to go by yourself and you don't have the $5.99, hit up somebody in our group. See who wants to, room up. Whatever it is, get there. If you got to share a room, whatever, get there.
Yep. It's going to be hot, guys. So with that, guys, hey, good stuff. We'll go ahead and close it out for tonight. And again, take action, guys. Let's do this thing. Let's close out the month of January. And January is really setting the stage for the rest of the year. So let's take advantage. Candace, hey, appreciate you. All the information and the insight from Stormy, and I'm sure we'll be getting some more information from that event and going forward. So with that, guys, hey, we'll see you guys over the top, and we'll see you later this week on Thursday's webinar. And again, we'll have another training webinar. And just real quick, anytime if you've registered for the training webinar, it's going to put you on a series, so you'll continue to get emails every week for the training webinar. Make sure you and your team are on these webinars. Make sure they get on those trainings, selfmadehangout.com. Make sure they get there so they can get the information. So with that said, guys, hey, we'll see you guys over the top. Let's have a good week, productive week. See you guys over the top.
See ya. No excuses.